Good morning everyone. This video will talk about the rotation targets on the Thrall boss killed by Yixuan and Yidhari. We will not touch on the build explanation here as it is quite straightforward. Instead, check out the link in the description if you want to see the details. This fight MVP is Dialyn, as she is the rotation modifier factor in this fight, having the capability to stun the Thrall quite fast, and enabling the strong Sever Pulse buff. This is Dialyn's shield buff, which is a buff that possibly inflate her performance on her release. But this one is not as bad as it seems. The other buff option, Meditation, is a more general buff that's perfectly good for both Yixuan and Yidhari, though not as strong as Sever Pulse. I did some meditation run to compare with the rotation as close as possible, and Yidhari and Yixuan's score is actually not that far behind while using the meditation buff. With more effort and or more substats, I think it's even possible to kill with meditation buff. This run is done with M0W1 baseline, 6 cost total each, but if your Yidhari or Yixuan has more than 38 substats, I think a 5 cost run without Dialyn or Lucia signature just might be possible. So let's talk about the Thrall boss fight flow and script. Surprisingly, this boss moveset is pretty consistent. There is little RNG involved here, so the rotation here is about 90% repeatable every time. The opening is the Thrall flying and hurling sword at us. This is the time Yidhari drain her HP and Yixuan use her EX wing parry for technique point. And then there will be fusion attack of Sobek and the Thrall diving down. You should parry this. Now we are in the pre-stun 1. Our target is 1. Use Dialyn EX 3 times, 2. Use Lucia EX, and 3. Get the stun window ASAP, ideally within the first 30 seconds. To do that, we utilize the defensive assist given. This is also for visible generation. As I said before, this defensive assist is pretty consistent. The boss will almost always use the same defensive assist timing. First, let's see Yixuan run. Lucia use her EX, Dialyn EX 1 and 2, but before she goes to 3, we go to Yixuan first. Use her EX wing parry to Dialyn EX3 to hold basic for Yixuan ultimate into the first stun window. Now Yidhari run, quite similar, but Yidhari is more on field for more of her charge basics. Dialyn EX1 and 2 into Lucia EX to Yidhari charge basic, release the charge and swap to Dialyn for the EX3 and then hold basic into Yidhari ultimate inside stun. And some neat thing to notice here, the tentacles generated by Yidhari charge basic that's released before stun now hit the boss inside the stun because of Dialyn's stun timing. This is a really good damage optimization and you should aim for this if possible. And this 2 pre-stun is done just under 30 seconds into the fight, which is important if we want to aim for 4 stun window. Then we will do each of their stun burst rotation. For Yixuan, after ultimate by Dialyn, because we rush the stun window, she will not have enough disables for ultimate yet. So next we will go to Dialyn chain into Yixuan chain for disables generation. Use her technique point for Adrenaline ultimate, then to disables ultimate, and use what's left for bow EX. For Yidhari, after ultimate by Dialyn, charge basic EX into chain attack into ultimate, but before use her ultimate, make sure her HP is below 50% by charge basic if needed. Then into another charge basic EX to charge basic for the left of the stun duration. And that's the end of the first stun window. At the stun recovery, the Thrall will tag into Sobek. We need to kill this guy ASAP to advance the fight. The best way to do it is by Yidhari charge basic EX by parrying and Yixuan EX wing parry, with both Lucia and Dialyn refreshing their buffs by EX special beforehand. After that, we enter Miasmic phase into a scripted defensive assist. This part we just follow the flow by defensive assist. It's important to hit most of them so the boss will immediately stun after the Miasmic phase ends. And it's important to refresh all the buffs before the final hit on the Miasmic phase by using each agent EX to keep their buffs up just before the second stun window. The boss dive down, defensive assist, cancel the follow-up by dash is preferable because we don't necessarily need it, and proceed to the second stun window rotation. At the second stun window recovery, the boss will immediately give yellow flash. Take this with Dialyn into her ultimate, as our next target is to get the third stun window within the next 15 seconds, before 0:55, with still minding all of its agent buff uptime and resource generation. Just like before, it's simply just using each of their EX specials. Because of how rushed we do this third stun rotation, I do find it's hard for Yixuan and Yidhari to generate the decibels before the third stun, making the ultimate by Dialyn is the only decibels ultimate in the third stun window burst rotation. Even if let's say Yidhari decibels is ready here, then at the last stun, her decibels will not be ready. This part looks like something that can be improved upon. Then at the third stun window recovery, just like the first stun window, the boss will tag into Sobek again. So same as before, kill it with Yidhari or Yixuan EX specials, but this time we only need to drop its HP to half for it to go back to the Thrall. And now if your previous stun window timestamp is on time, then the next stun window by using Defensive Assist and Dialyn EX will be at least at the last 15 seconds of the fight. And hopefully the damage will be enough to kill the boss. And that's the breakdown. The boss fight might be a bit overwhelming at the start, but with enough repeat and memorization, the fight is actually pretty simple to root. Different than for example, Typhon or Marionette boss fight that needs precise RNG and planning because of their very random moveset RNG. This boss is really straightforward, and I'd say less frustrating at that aspect. As always, I hope this video helps you, and see you next time.